Hey everybody, how are you? If you're joining me for the first time, my name is Shemaine, and I'm going to tell you where that name came from. But first, before I get started, two things. I wanted to find out where you are watching from. I was looking back on some of my old videos, and I did Periscope back in 2015. So on this stream today, I'm simulcasting to Periscope, to Facebook, and also to YouTube. So tell me where in the world you're watching from and what city, what state, what country, because we've got people from Washington State on right now. Yes, I see those comments from Southern California and Washington State. Y'all, you need to get out of there. Hey, Laura Wilson from Michigan, from Janet from Illinois, Charles from Pennsylvania, Billy from Kentucky via Periscope. And before I get started, as you guys come in, I wanted to tell you a couple things. First of all, I realize that I have been suppressed, and especially on Instagram, maybe here on Facebook and YouTube and Twitter as well. So I have started posting a little bit on Parler, and I have an account on Rumble, but I haven't gotten to post any videos because it's just me, y'all. I'm trying to keep up with it, but also wanted to let you know. And I'm going to ask if you guys have any questions about my book, which I wanted to give you a tip for whatever it's worth. For if somebody wants to find a gift that's healthy and to encourage others to be healthy, this would make a great gift. Now, I have a bunch of them. I've got a lot more than this, but I'm signing today some autographed copies. You can still get one in time for Christmas if you email oldwestantiques@yahoo.com. That's oldwestantiques@yahoo.com. Hey, Troy from Minnesota. Hey, David. Here I am, says David Brown. Well, I was waiting for you, David. Now I can get started. Hey, Jack from Arkansas. Renee from Texas. Hey, Renee, how are you? You're on Parler and Rumble. Awesome. Okay, so I wanted to talk to you. Ask me questions about healthy living, any questions you have about aging, about mind, body, spirit questions, because right now we know because of this because of this pandemic, suicides are on the rise. People are not going to doctor's appointments. They're not getting their cancer checkups. They're not following up with things that they normally did because they're scared to go to the doctor right now. Now more than ever, the best thing that you can do for yourself and for your family is to take care of yourself, to put your mind, body, and spirit first. And I get inundated with messages, direct messages and emails and text messages from family and friends saying, what is going on? And people are anxious and they're worried, and there is a lot to be worried about. There's a lot to be concerned about these days. But again, the number one most important thing that you can do is to safeguard your physical and mental health. And in this book, the whole point of this is to talk about little things that you can do in the pockets of your time, 4 minutes, to be happier and healthier. Now, for example, I'm gonna just open this randomly. Okay. Chapter 22 is Heart Song. Is all about finding the thing that makes your heart sing. What is in your heart? And what you can do right now is, maybe you can't do it today, maybe you can't do it tomorrow, but look at your schedule and find out when you can fit in time to do the thing that makes your heart sing. What's your heart song? That's one way that you can buoy your spirit and you can feel better. When we have a positive mental attitude, it helps our body physically as well. Our immune system is buoyed, our mental attitude and our spirit is buoyed, and you get information back from other people. The sad thing about, well, there's a lot of sad things about wearing the mask, but people can't see your smiling face. They can't see your happy demeanor. And if you've ever just smiled at somebody who was having a bad day, it can change their world. You never know what people are going through. And I always try to, whenever I see somebody, make eye contact with them, whether I'm at the grocery store or out and about running errands, I always try to smile and give them even a small compliment, because again, you never know what they're going through. I'll tell you a quick story that I think I wrote about it in this book. And by the way, if you want to get an autographed copy, you can email oldwestantiques@yahoo.com. oldwestantiques@yahoo.com. Hey, Nancy Dobruff, how are you? There's my BFF. How are you? You want to do your hair like mine today? Oh my gosh. As my mother would say, it looks like a rat sucked on it. Okay, so one story I wanted to share with you is that I've been teaching group fitness classes since 1980. And once in one of my Zumba fitness classes, there was a woman who came in regularly. I taught Monday, Wednesday, 6 o'clock at Gold's Gym. And she would come in religiously. And she said, finally, after a few classes, she came up to me after class and she said, I know it might look like I have two left feet, but I am the sole care provider for both of my parents who have Alzheimer's. And I said, girl, I'm so glad you're here. You do whatever you got to do for that 1 hour. You buoy your spirit, you fill up your cup, your happiness cup, and you go and share it and take care of your parents and do what you have to do. So I would see her regularly every Monday, Wednesday. And one time she came in a little bit late. And I noticed her, like, part of the job of a fitness instructor is you've got to watch everybody. If I've got 50 people in my class, it's 50 people that I'm responsible for their safety, their health and safety. So my eyes are everywhere, not only trying to remember the next moves, the upcoming moves in advance to do the choreography, but are the lights okay, the sound okay, everything. So this woman came in a little bit late, and slightly behind her, a few steps behind her, was this gentleman. And he seemed to follow her. And I, motioned to her and I went, come on in, have a great time. And after the class, she came up to me, the same woman who said, it might look like I have two left feet, but I am the sole provider, sole caretaker for both my parents who have Alzheimer's. And I desperately need to do Zumba fitness at least twice a week to fill up my cup mentally, spiritually, and physically. And she came up to me and after class and she said, hi, Shemaine, I wanted to introduce you to my son. He's blind. So if you can imagine not only being the sole caretaker for both your parents who have Alzheimer's, but also your son who is blind, it's a daunting task, I can imagine. The only way that she can continue to do I just got goosebumps, continue to do what she has to do, she's got to fill up her cup. She's got to find her heart song, which was at the time Zumba fitness twice a week. And she looks so forward to that. So my question to you is, what is your heart song? That's one of the chapters I write about in this book. And these chapters are designed for you to exhume in 4 minutes a day, in just the pockets of your time, so that you can fill up your cup. And it gives you some alternatives. Like, I do talk about healthy eating, and I'm going to be totally honest with you. I don't always eat healthy. I say that I'm on the 80-20 diet, 80% of what I eat, and I just made that up. It's not really a specific diet. 80% of what I eat is healthy and clean and green. And I basically, whatever I eat, I put it on a salad. I try to fill up my body with as much greens as I can every day. But those of you who know me know that I like Fritos, right, Nancy? And Haagen-Dazs and Sprinkles cupcakes. And should I go on? Okay, so if you want, I'm going to take a peek at your comments and questions. And I just wanted to let you know, a lot of people have asked me, how do I get an autographed copy of your book? You can email oldwestantiques@yahoo.com, but do it today or tomorrow. We're coming up on the busy season. I want to make sure, if you want this to give to a family member or friend for Christmas, I want to make sure we get it back to you in time. email oldwestantiques@yahoo.com. All right, guys, I'm going to put on my glasses. Thank you so much for being here. And again, wanted to let you know that I am also on Parler. I'm posting on Parler, and I just started a Rumble account because who knows what's going to be happening. I know that I've been suppressed on Facebook and Twitter, not so much, but definitely on Instagram. So I'll probably be reposting this. All right, guys. Nancy says chocolate chip cookies. Oh yeah. Yeah. I was the original cookie monster. I used to make, interesting fact, Nancy knows this. I used to make cookies and sell them to bakeries when I lived in Florida. Like, I liked cookies so much, and nobody was making this kind of cookie that I liked, which was white and dark chocolate, that I would make them. And then I sold them to actually it was Carvel ice cream stores in Palm Beach Gardens, Florida. About what, Nancy, 35 or 40 years ago? Holy guacamole, we're getting old, girlfriend. All right. Hey, Troy Shorts, how are you? Hey, Wayne. Okay. Loving life in the woods. Thanks for, thankful for all the things of God. Yes. Okay. Better put my glasses on. Hey, from Chicago, says Robert. Although that doesn't really help as much. Maybe I need different glasses. My wife is completely frustrated with her doctor because her allergies are bad, but her doctor won't see her because she's sneezing and coughing. Well, that's what doctors are for, right? She doesn't want to come in. So this is part of the reason I'm telling you guys this. I don't want to talk too much about the virus and things like that. I'm afraid to even say the E word, election, because I know that YouTube is blocking people for talking about that. So I'm going to be seeing more on Rumble in the coming weeks. I'm going to post more videos that I can be free, I believe, and also on Parler. I'll post more too. But again, this is the most important thing. And also, guys, I am producing a documentary on mold, toxic mold. For those of you who don't know, my home that was once featured on MTV Cribs was contaminated with toxic mold, and I got sick and almost died. So I do talk about mold, but also the impetus for this book and for other books that I've written. And I just saw this one. Remember this one, Nance? Married to a Rock Star. You can't get this anymore. It's on, I need to do I think I wrote this 20 some years ago. Oh, Charlton Heston. Charlton Heston wrote a blurb on the back of this book. I'll read it to you. Okay, Charlton Heston writes, Married to a Rock Star is a wonderful book celebrating a timeless love story. Shemaine Nugent writes of her marriage to Ted with insight born of the tests of character between two successful people. As I've stated before, Ted is one of the good guys, and Shemaine has made him better. Isn't that awesome? That kind of brings me back to what I was saying at the beginning, where my name came from. It comes from the movie El Cid with Sophia Loren and Charlton Heston. Long time ago. All right, guys, check it out. 4 Minutes to Happy. You can get an autographed copy if you'd like, just in time for Christmas, by emailing oldwestantiques@yahoo.com. But I would highly recommend doing it today so we can get it out over the weekend. Today or tomorrow, we can get it out by Monday so you can have it in time for Christmas. All right, guys. Teresa Sampson says, can you please give the email address one more time about your book? It is oldwestantiques@yahoo.com. And I believe I wrote it in the comments section at the beginning of this video. All right, guys, I hope you have an amazing day. Take care of your mind, body, spirit. Find the thing that makes your heart sing and do it more often. Make some time for you today. Have a great day, everybody. I'll talk to you soon.